A ho 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 and a merry blooming Christmas to you. Although technically this is 2 weeks before Xmas roughly, so that's a preemptive greeting. But I'm not here to get bogged down in whether you may or may not be watching this on Crimbo. No, I'm here to talk about cheats, and a very rare and unusual breed of cheats. Holiday Christmas cheats. Yes, I dug into the very bowels of old St. Nicholas himself and pulled out these juicy, gluttonous, sugar-encrusted, heart-attack-inducing Noel cheats. So without further ado, alright then boy, I am LetemcomeInit, and won't you join me for this Yuletide edition of... Damn Dirty Cheating! Worms 3D, ah yes, an old nemesis. Now, I have a fairly deep love-hate relationship with this one. Being a big fan of the franchise, I remember buying this on release, and with a few mates we decided to try and beat it one year. The only problem with beating said game is that the 3D camera system is atrocious. You want a camera you can actually bump into objects with? Your wish is my command. Meaning if your worm or an opponent's worm is in a stupidly awkward place, you got no chance of getting the camera to play ball, son. No chance. And don't even get me started on that terrible title track by Junior Senior, Shake Your Coconut. Now you're going to need yourself the North American version of the game to activate these codes. Incidentally, they lucked out with this version, sporting a peaceful remix of the Worms theme tune as a title song. Get yourself over to the Worms map generator, set the theme to Arctic, and enter this code. And what you will unlock will be this little beauty of an ice course, sporting spiral ice slides, 3 frozen submarines, and some lovely snowy ice bridges. Oh yeah, there's also this massive drop where you can do this. But alas, though we may have the snow and the ice, this is Christmas cheats. Let's Xmas it up a bit. Enter the code SUGARCULT for a more fitting winter wonderland. Ah yes, snowmen, ice cold water that'll kill you, and bazookas to the face. What could be more merry? Now I have promised Xmas cheats, and like a drunk shopping centre Santa, I shall deliver. Consider this little cheat a mere hors d'oeuvre to your main turkey and stuffing. Maybe one of those pre-cooked frozen vol au vents you get at Iceland for £1 that your dog nicks off the table and gets diarrhea, you know. That kind of hors d'oeuvre. Donkey Kong Country 3. Having not owned a SNES until a lot later on in life, this is a franchise I've sorely missed out on by the looks of things. All the extra little touches that have gone into this game are brilliant, like the monkey/organ grinder pun on the title cards. All this gorgeous overworld map here. Not such a fan of this creepy animatronic looking chap over here, but Wrinkly Kong, she's the dude. And is she playing an N64? Oh you Nintendo. But aside from the solid and responsive 2D platforming and having khaki nappy Kong here, we're here for some Christmas cheating, so strap on your stockings. Actually, that one kinda doesn't work, just hang them on the wall. So, on your save screen here at the beginning, use the shoulder buttons to enter this code. Then type in the word merry. Get yourself along to some other bonus games and you'll be in for a Yuletide treat. Yes, bananas be gone. You'll be picking up presents and what I assume are baubles, but that's not all. You'll be treated to this lovely little Xmas jingle that sounds slightly like a synthesized sax playing the opening bars of Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, but obviously isn't, to avoid any copyright issues there. Top banana Nintendo. 50 presents, Khaki Kong. Now that's just greedy, mate. Give some to your family, you damn dirty ape. So what about the big man himself then, you may ask? You've got to include that overweight, drunken, foul-mouthed Father Christmas if this is a Christmas episode, you might think.
Monsieur, café, crème, cognac et l'addition.
Well, don't worry, Tiny Tim, I got you covered, son. Returning to one of my all-time favourite Mega Drive games, that's right, check out Mega Drive Damn Dirty Cheating for more on those Toe Jam cheats, we've got Santa Claus himself. Now, you may be thinking to yourself where all those lovely presents come from in the game that you open with reckless abandon. Enter Santa. So yeah, you're actually just stealing the poor orphan children of the world's presents. Nice one, you alien bastards. But what you may not have known is that you can actually sneak up on him and steal more presents than usual with this cheat. Now, when he appears on the corner of the map over here, sneak up next to him. When he looks up like he's about to catch you, stop. When he looks back down, resume. Thus, earning yourself a few more presents and a few less for those Earth children. P.S. You shouldn't kill Santa with tomatoes. Cool Borders 2, or as the announcer would say,
Cool Borders!
Now this really is a nostalgic blast from the past, this game. Back in the cool dude hip 90s where everything was varying degrees of radical and doodalicious obviously, there was this brilliant arcade snowboard game from Web Systems.
Web Systems!
Alright, that's weird looking back at it. You got your pumping 90s guitar / early trance soundtrack, 7 borders, 18 snowboards, big air mode, half pipe, downhill, it's all here. But it turns out it's a pretty tough little game to get back into, and it took me a while to get used to the controls again. Bollocks, bollocks, bollocks! As for the Xmas cheats, you want to play as this adorable / leery little snowman? No problem. Just need to complete one of the hardest cheats I've come across to date. Possibly even harder than that Wave Race 64 one. Jesus! Yes, it's another come and have a go if you think you're hard enough kind of cheat. And it's a 2-pronged attack. You have to break all records in freestyle mode, that's trick, time and total, or win a championship in hard mode. Now, I'd recommend unlocking the Alien Grey first here to make life easier. Well, easier for unlocking the records, that is, anyway. To do this, you've got to get 100 moves on the big air mode. Starts off easy enough, and then before you know it, you'll be having to pull off backflip melancholies to methods with little to no help. Unlock Grey, and doing tricks will become a lot easier with this fellow, and you can get to work on unlocking those records. This is still no mean bloody feat though. Ha! Check out his alien spaceship board. Then, once you've pulled out all of your remaining hair completing this mission, you'll be rewarded with the Snowman, who may be piss poor at moves, but is jolly good fun to watch going down the mountains on a frying pan. Oi! What'd you just call me?
You're not good at all!
You know what, you can fuck! And now I've saved the best for last, with these amazing mods for Skyrim. And yes, mods are cheats, they're just a later generation, like the Konami Code's grandchildren. And for Christmas points, you can't get much more Christmassy than this mod. Talk about decking the halls. Everywhere you go, they have spread this festive cheer and beer here. I'm really pissed on Blackbriar's mead, let's all sing a carol round the fire. Oh yeah, I'm Dragonborn. But if this isn't Christmassy enough for you yet, feast your mince pies on this. Yes, with this mod you can actually become the festive fellow himself, Father Christmas. And in true LetemcomeInit style, I think we need a holiday montage to see us out. A ho, ho, ho.
Help! Somebody help!
You're not supposed to be in here.
Don't even think about it. Just stand still. Wait.
So a merry blooming Christmas to one and all. And if you have enjoyed this episode, do consider subscribing to my channel here. And for some extra special extras, check out my Patreon page here. So ho 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 and good night.